Kern County's best look at sports.
Every night on 23 News.
Previously on One Life to Live.
And back. I brought Alex.
Why don't you try to bond with her? You know, maybe you can get her to talk.
Patrick, where do you keep your bubble bath?
By the time my agents had realized there was a station for sale in the area, you'd already moved on it.
Why? Are you looking?
I could be.
Carlo's real killer is Antonio Vega, the boy in that courtroom sitting at the defendant's table, and it is my fervent hope that they will put him away forever.
I know I declined your offer for a drink, but I've changed my mind.
Good afternoon. I'll be with you in just a moment.
This thing is so awful. It's so scary. RJ, I mean, he really is frightening. He really is.
Sorry to see you this way, but you said you knew something about the man. Something you wanted to tell me.
Patrick, I am in a terrible situation. That's an understatement. I've lost everything. Absolutely everything. And I don't have anyone that I can trust. Oh, God.
Oh, I hear you and R.J. Gannon flew down to Rio to pull a fast scam to get Carlo Hess's money.
No, Asa, I don't have any of Carlo's money.
I believe every word that comes out of your mouth. You lying thief. Mr. Buchanan.
Don't hold back, Asa. I know it's bad for your heart.
You probably got millions of Carlo Hess's money in your pocket even as we speak.
I really don't have a penny of the money, Asa.
You remember this. 30 million of that loot belongs to me. And lady, I want it back.
Andy's checking on what's going on in the courtroom right now. We've got a lot to do, folks. We don't have a lot of time to do it.
Well, what do you need, Commissioner?
I need Antonio's files, everything on his case. Don't worry about duplication of information. Just bring me everything. That chalkboard that's in Walsh's office, I want that brought in here. Benny, the name of that forger that Hester used.
Ben Henkel?
Yes.
Yeah, he's on Ice and Connie.
Let's get him here ASAP.
Okay.
You have a lead that could help Antonio?
It's just a hunch right now. But there's just something about the passports. Things are going to get real rocky for Antonio up there in the courtroom. D.A. Gannon is ready to do a job on him. If we don't come up with some evidence that supports reasonable doubt, that jury's going to come back with a guilty verdict.
But he's innocent.
Yeah, well, knowing that and proving it, those are two different things. It's like I said before, we're running out of time here, folks.
Mr. Vega, you hear the question. Now, you testified that Carlo Hesser had set you up to take the fall for his own fake murder. So now, if this is true, what was Carlo planning to use as his own corpse?
I object to this line of questioning, Your Honor. Mr. Gannon is asking the defendant to speculate on the plans of a dead man. Exactly what was in Carlo Hesser's mind is certainly beyond the scope of Mr. Vega's knowledge.
Your Honor, the defense has portrayed Carlo Hesser as having this elaborately detailed plan to frame Mr. Vega for this murder. Now, it seems to me that a body would be an essential component to such a plan. And if Mr. Vega has been able to speculate so lavishly thus far, then it seems reasonable that he'd be able to guess at this last, most compelling detail.
Oh, come on, Hank. Mr. Vega is perceptive. He's not a psychic.
Your Honor, all I'm asking for is one faintly plausible suggestion that would bridge the credibility gap.
Mrs. Buchanan, you did open the door to this line of questioning during your direct. I will allow the prosecution to follow it up. Mr. Vega, you're directed to answer the question.
One Life to Live, brought to you by Kellogg's.
with good taste, nutrition, and value. The best to you each morning from Kellogg's.
That's bad.
What?
I took the stairs at work yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Before you know it, I'm huffing.
So?
I'm puffing.
It's a lot of stairs.
Now look at me. I eat junk. I don't work out. I'm getting my father's body.
Thousands of people have started turning their lives around with 4 little words. Kellogg's Complete Bran Flakes. It's a start.
You only have one heart. And as part of a low-fat, low-cholesterol diet, Complete Bran Flakes and 40 other Kellogg cereals can help you take care of it.
Phew, that foot odor. I can't take it anymore.
But can anything stop it?
This will. Odor Eaters Insoles. Now, its powerful charcoal formula contains genuine Arm & Hammer baking soda. Look, foot odor is caused by sweaty acid. And now, Odor Eaters actually neutralizes that odor-causing acid.
Finally, no more foot odor.
And I thought it was hopeless.
Only Odor Eaters Insoles stop foot odor with genuine Arm & Hammer baking soda.
You know it makes me want to shout, 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 shout.
New Shout Wipes. Now wipe out stains wherever you go. Just rub on to help remove stains in a matter of seconds. Shout Wipes. Keep them on you to keep stains off you. S.C. Johnson Wax.
You know, the problem with some of those portrait studios is they just don't listen to me. But Sears does. Sears doesn't tell me what portraits to choose either. I tell them. And I just buy the ones I like. The sizes, everything.
Now, during Sears' Best Sale Ever, save 50%. Get the portraits you want for only $5 a sheet. Choose the poses you like most in your custom session, only $5 a sheet.
The way I see it, if Sears takes the time to listen, I know they'll take the portraits I want.
Some men think strong opinions are a sign of PMS. Real PMS includes headaches, cramps, bloating, which make you feel miserable. But Midol PMS helps you feel like yourself again, opinions and all.
For PMS, nothing works better than Midol PMS.
When I bite into a York peppermint patty, I get the sensation I'm leading a team of huskies across the Arctic tundra. The distant glaciers sparkle as the cold, crisp air tickles my lips. My shoe huskies fresh.
York peppermint patty. Get the sensation.
On March 30th, ABC is setting aside time for your family to discuss drugs. Will you be ready to talk? Will you be ready to listen? Call 1-800-ABC-D-Day for help.
Premiering tonight, ABC presents the next great television drama.
You think it's tough defending the guilty, try the innocent?
You withheld the truth! You should die!
I can't live with letting you get away with it.
Did what I had to do to save my client.
The Practice, premiering ABC tonight.
I'm sorry you feel so bitter and vindictive, Asa.
I am not letting you off the hook, Alex, till I get my damn money back.
Patrick, I was right in the first place. This restaurant is just entirely too crowded. Perhaps we should continue our conversation upstairs in my room.
Watch your valuables, Patrick, and do not let her get in your pockets. Armitage! What are you doing here at this hour?
Well, an Englishman shouldn't miss tea simply because it's not the custom of the country.
Oh, I see. That's like a patriotic duty.
Yes, something like that.
By the way, how are you doing here? Over in the colonies?
Well, except for your partner, Max Holden, who isn't remotely interested in selling WVL. I'm doing quite well, thank you. His lady friend, Maggie, she's very lovely. But it's a shame about the radio station there, really. Armitage Enterprises has yet to venture into American radio. Still, I'm sure it's on the horizon.
Well, I'm going to tell you, don't give up on Max too quick. He tries to play hardball, but I think I might get him to change his mind.
Ah, well, you're very kind, but don't trouble yourself. It's only a small radio station, and I'll get over it eventually.
You, my friend, are one piece of work.
Well, I've been called worse. Anyway, I'm afraid that Landview isn't proving to be as interesting as I thought it might be. It's a shame. Excuse me. John, my usual table.
Oh. You must be exhausted. Not that I ever want you to stop, ever.
I'm not tired at all.
Oh, gosh.
Your muscles sure were tight. You feel any better?
Oh, I feel perfect.
You are perfect.
Actually, you know what? That's probably all that I can take today.
Well, I'm just getting warmed up.
Thanks.
Well, it doesn't look like I helped you that much after all.
Oh, no, you did. You did. I miss him.
I know.
Sometimes I think that he's, just gonna walk right in here soon or be upstairs taking a shower or something. I don't know. I can't wait to get to Paris. I mean, you helped. You really, really helped. Thank you. I'm sorry, I don't mean to get all morose on you like this.
Yeah, I understand. It's no problem.
Oh. Hello? Yeah. Yeah, he's right here. To Grandfather.
Oh. Hey, Grandpa.
Drew, do you remember that little job I wanted you to do?
Which,
You know, about getting close to Eon Armitage.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Well, I want you to get on it right now. He's at the Palace Hotel in the restaurant.
Okay, but how do I go about this?
Drew, just meet him accident-like, have a nice chat. But get him intrigued by the goings-on of Buchanan Enterprises. That Armitage money is too useful to leave this town. And I would like you here in 5 minutes.
Okay, but...
What's the matter?
That was my granddad. He wants me to get close to that Armitage guy. Remember the one that we met?
Yeah.
Except I don't have the foggiest idea how to just hang out with him.
It's easy. Fake it.
Gee, why didn't I think of that?
You fooled the whole town when you arrived.
Kel, that was different.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it's much easier to fool the whole family than to pull the cashmere over a complete stranger's eyes. Look, this is a cakewalk, okay? You can be anybody you want to be to this guy.
Well, maybe you can, but me,
I'll show you. Okay, I will show you. Give me 20 minutes to get dressed.
Great.
Cool.
Mr. Vega, you will answer the question.
I have no idea what Carlo was planning on doing for a corpse. Maybe he didn't think that far ahead.
I see. Well, then, Mr. Vega, would you please explain for us, since you've done such a fine job of speculating so far, why Carlo Hesse would go to these lengths? I mean, and yet he would overlook the one very necessary detail of a dead body.
Oh, objection. Asked and answered.
Your Honor, the defendant has been invited to theorize at great lengths, and I'm just asking him to theorize a little more to the logical conclusion of his hypotheses.
Overruled.
Mr. Vega?
I don't know. Maybe he wanted me to suffer through the police investigation. Maybe the ultimate payoff wasn't that big of a deal since he wasn't going to be sticking around anyway. Maybe he wanted you to make legal history by reaching a conviction without a body.
Don't push it, Antonio.
So, Carlo Hesse really had it in for you.
If it would have got me busted, he would have cut off his right arm and mailed it to you.
But, Mr. Vega, we don't have Carlo's right arm. What we have is Carlo's fully intact corpse with a bullet hole right through the middle of the brain.
I didn't kill anybody.
Okay, Mr. Vega. The presumption of innocence is your birthright as an American. But so much is troubling in this case, Mr. Vega. For example, this second shirt. Why was it never found?
The second shirt was found. That was the one that was planted in my closet. The first shirt and only shirt I ever wore, I gave to Goodwill.
And does Goodwill have it?
If they did, we'd probably wave it at you. Somebody must have bought it.
I see. But we don't have that someone to show us that first unbloodied, unburned shirt, do we? No, see, what we have is its identical twin, the one that was found in your closet, Mr. Vega. The one that did have Carlo Hesser's blood on it, the one that you did burn down to his last fragment.
Objection, Your Honor. This is not cross-examination, it's lecturing.
Sustained. Move on, Mr. Gannon.
Yes, Your Honor. Fine, then let's leave the willful destruction of evidence for a later discussion. And instead, let's turn to how your palm print, Mr. Vega, was the only identifiable print on the gun that killed Carlo Hesser.
I could do things to avoid accidents during the day, but then overnight, well, that was another story. I used regular thick pads and still had accidents. Well, Ultrathin Always taught me better. Protection isn't about thick. Compared to leading thick maxis, Always Ultra locks away 3 times the normal amount of moisture because Ultra's super absorbent core traps moisture better to help give you better protection. Ultra's this thin, but it protects better. Always Ultra Thin with wings. Cleaner, drier, protects even better.
Bras that don't bind. Pantyhose that don't pinch. And now we're talking a lot more. We've got new fashions designed just for you. Casual wear, sportswear, even jeans. Nothing fits and flatters full-figured women better than just my size. To find it, just call 1-800-978-FIT.
Just my size. We're talking fit.
He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
Life Cereal is looking for the next Mikey.
Mitzi, first to Melissa.
Mom, I'm gonna be the next Mikey.
You can be whatever you want.
I could be on millions of boxes of Life cereal, win $10,000, maybe even star in a commercial.
$10,000?
Your child can be the next Mikey or win one of hundreds of other cash prizes. So get a box of Life today and enter the Be the Next Mikey contest.
Scrubbing down 15 to 20 times a day wreaks havoc on my hands. Good thing in the hospital we use Carrie. It's trusted therapy for dry, chapped skin. Carrie does more than just moisturize. It actually helps heal. It's got a unique vitamin E enriched formula. Carrie Silky Smooth is fast absorbing, never greasy, so I feel softer, smoother all over. Just ask this little guy. Carrie, trusted therapy for dry skin.
Get ready for a whole new kind of barbecue. Honey Barbecue Tender Roast from KFC.
Lips sucking, tongue tickling, honey, you're the one. Ooh, this new barbecue, it's finger-licking fun.
Our juicy Tender Roast chicken, tangy honey barbecue sauce. When these two get together, it's finger-licking fun.
It's finger-licking fun, baby, listen to me. Everybody needs a little KFC.
Always ask me, Chev, where do you get your zing from? I'll show you with the help of my little buddy here,
Doug?
Doug. This is Ocean Spray Cran Raspberry Juice Drink. It's got tangy cranberry, zesty raspberry, and it still has a cap on it. Fact is, this is what gives me my zing. Thank you, Danny. Gave me a little zing, too.
It's Doug.
Ocean Spray. It's your zing.
Tomorrow on Carol and Marilyn, ABC's March Against Drugs continues.
When it comes to drugs and alcohol, we've been telling our kids for years to just say no. But is it really working, or do we need to do more?
Get straight answers to keep your kids off drugs and learn what to do if they've already started. On the next Carol and Marilyn, Real Friends, tomorrow on ABC Daytime.
I know I'm probably stating the obvious here, but you putting in all this time and all. Miss Vega didn't whack Hesser, right?
This is not for publication. Okay, I don't want to read about this, but yeah. Yeah, I think Antonio's innocent. I think there's too much about all of this that just doesn't add up.
So what next?
I don't know, maybe the passports.
Hesser's dummy passports?
Yeah. Let's just walk through this one more time, okay, Vinny? Now, probably Carlo Hesser was planning on disappearing before that party was over. We know that he used the alias Arturo Irizarry to buy himself a speedboat. He also ordered a lot of spare passports, all with his picture on them, but with different names on them. He told R.J. Gannon to kill the lights, either at a predetermined time or on Carlo's signal. Now, once the boat was dark, Carlo was going to go over the rail on the port side right here. How does that sound to you so far?
Pretty good, seems to me. I'm buying it.
All right. But before he had a chance to go over the rail, he was accosted by Antonio Vega. While they were fighting, somebody came up behind Vega and shot Hesser.
Okay, so somebody still had to have left the Orion in that speedboat, right?
Right. But what happened to the passports?
They were on Hesser's person when we fished them out the bay. You think maybe whoever off them took the passports?
Yep, Benny. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
I hope you're not uncomfortable up here in my room.
No, of course not. It's very nice. Now, you said you had something to tell me.
I do.
Hope you know you can trust me.
You don't think I'd let just anyone up here in my room, do you? Look what my life's been reduced to. Just a shabby little hotel room.
Well, this is hardly shabby.
Not long ago, I was happily married to that man downstairs who just called me a lying little thief.
Maybe if you tell me what's on your mind.
And then I thought I'd found love again with Carlo, but then he completely betrayed me, and then he was murdered, and I could be next.
I know you're afraid of R.J., but what makes you so sure that R.J. killed Carlo? I will help you in any way that I can, but you need to tell me what you think, all right?
Can I really trust you, Patrick? I don't mean just with a secret. I mean with my life.
Mr. Vega, you testified, and I quote, Detective Harrison and I lived together. I often had occasion to handle the gun, just to move it in the drawer or put it out of the way, end quote. Do you recall saying this?
Yes, I recall.
I see. And Mr. Vega, can you see where I find this explanation vague?
Objection.
No, I don't. Well, Your Honor, I will rephrase. Mr. Vega, can you or can you not recall a specific time in the week for 10 days prior to the murder when you had occasion to handle Detective Harrison's weapon?
No, I can't, but I'm sure you know that fingerprints stay on metal a long, long time.
Yes, Mr. Vega, I'm aware of that, and how convenient for you that you were living with a police officer. Perhaps you got careless.
Oh, objection, Your Honor.
Or maybe you just started to believe that you had some special type of immunity that enabled you to literally get away with murder.
I object.
Withdrawn, Your Honor.
Motion to strike.
The district attorney's remarks will be stricken from the record. The jury is instructed to disregard Mr. Gannon's last comments.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Detective Harrison testified that she was in your apartment the night you burned the shirt with Carlo Hess's blood on it. Now, she told us that she woke up and found that you were gone, and she looked out the window onto Angel Square and saw you down there burning something. Do you recall her testimony?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And you subsequently testified that you burned the shirt not out of guilt, but out of fear. Do you recall this? Could you verbally respond?
Yeah.
Are you certain, Mr. Vega, that it wasn't guilt that you were feeling? Guilt that your victim's bloody shirt was in your closet while a few feet away in your bed, you were making love to a police officer. Guilt, Mr. Vega, that you used your lover's gun to murder a man in cold blood.
You can't prove your case, so you go out to the
Objection! Objection!
What are you looking for?
Wendy's delicious 5-piece chicken nuggets are impossible to resist.
I only got 4 nuggets. I only got 3. Mom, where's the rest of our nuggets? Hey!
Now Wendy's 5-piece chicken nuggets are just 99 cents every day.
The world's a germy place. That's why you need Dial. Dial gets rid of the dirt you see and kills the germs you can't see. Over the years, Dial has killed more germs than any other soap. So at the end of the day, aren't you glad you used Dial?
Presenting Sweet Rewards Double Fudge Brownies.
Did you say double fudge?
Uh-huh. Surrounded by a dark, moist brownie.
Pardon me for drooling.
Go ahead. They're fat-free.
Get out.
Sweet Rewards Double Fudge Brownies. They're from Betty Crocker, so your whole family will love them.
When I color my hair, I only use the creme de la creme. Excellence cream from L'Oreal. A nurturing cream rich in moisture. Excellence doesn't drip, it even protects, and it really covers gray. Excellence cream from L'Oreal. Think about it.
Pam, look. Phillips has gel caps. Gentle overnight relief in a little gel cap. This is just the thing for your constipation, honey.
Even has a stool softener, huh, Brenda?
Phillips has gel caps.
Gobi's been with me for years now. I feed him Alpo because it's got real beef in it. I take care of Gobi. I plan on having him around for a long time.
A great dog deserves Alpo.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment, here on ABC.
We'll beat anybody's prices every day, and our great selection of Lane recliners will have you rocking and reclining in no time at both Weatherby's Furniture Guild showrooms.
Okay, here's your choice. You could eat one of these today, or you could join Bakersfield Athletic Club. It's that simple because right now memberships are just $1 down and 50 cents a day. $1 down and 50 cents a day at the club of your choice, including Club Ironworks. No restrictions, no limited days or hours, no card fee, no initiation fee. So, one of these, or the workout of your life at BAC. Plus, all new members in March get a free rafting trip from BAC and Kern River's Eagle Rafting. Call now, 1-888-4BAC-FIT.
On Mexican night, my mother's rule was no eating before the refried beans, which gave my brothers more time to torment me. But once they arrived, we dug in like there was no tomorrow. It was my mother's hope, I think, that these dinners would become fond memories. And they did.
Rosarita, the heart of the Mexican meal, then and now.
When others ask you to do drugs, what do you say to them?
There are a lot of good reasons to stay away from drugs. Talk to your parents. They can tell you about 1,000 of them.
He brutally murdered members of his family. So why did he almost inherit half of their estate? Watch Inside Edition.
Tonight at 7:30 on 23 and ABC.
Join us for all the news in half the time.
Weeknights at 5, 6, and 11.
If I knew where she was, I wouldn't be paying you to find her, now would I? Just find Maggie Carpenter tonight.
Now relax, remember what I told you, and follow my lead.
To the ends of the earth.
Ian. Hello. We met the other day.
Yes, yes. Now, call me soon. Yes, yes. Miss
Hi.
Kramer, wasn't it?
Still is.
Yes, Drew Buchanan, right? Yes, how are you?
Actually, this is funny, because we were just having an argument, and maybe you can help us settle it. Don't tell me not to drag Mr. Armitage into this.
It's just I think the man is more important business. No. I would just doubt that I'm the proper arbiter for such
No, you were perfect. You were absolutely perfect. You are a seasoned world traveler. We need to settle this. The hot debate is, which is the more sophisticated city, Paris or New York?
Prague didn't make your final cut. Ooh, that was close, but...
Look, okay, Paris has literature, art, history.
So does New York?
You can't even compare the two, Drew. I told you this, okay? You've got the Louvre, the Bastille, Notre Dame, the list goes on. Ian, settle this for us. Thank you.
Although your historical argument is very strong, I'm afraid that I would have to side with Drew on this one. You see, admittedly, New York completely falls down in the history department, but I believe it tips the scales with its corridors of power. That's what I was telling Kelly exactly. Yes. After all, what is sophistication without power? Sophistry. Yes. I'm sorry, very rude. Would you care to join me?
Sure. Thank you.
Well, the whole thing is less and less to do with geography anyway. I mean, the World Wide Web makes the idea that urban centers are the only places that matter outdated.
Yes, that's quite right.
Yeah, well, hey, these days, you can rule the world right here from landing. Whoever controls the most media wins.
Yes, that's very astute.
I'm just a hick from rural Tennessee. But you don't hang around Buchanan Enterprises and not learn a thing or two.
I would imagine not, but certainly about oil, anyway.
Oh, wait a minute now. Ace Buchanan's about more than just oil. Don't let him fool you. He likes to come across as this good old boy from Sweetwater, Texas, but that's just a smokescreen. He's as shrewd as anybody when it comes to making money.
Is your grandfather blazing a new trail?
Every minute of every day.
Are you two in a hurry? May I interest you in a drink?
As a chaser for high tea?
Well, I was actually just about to order some champagne, and I would be very happy if you would join me. Excuse me, John.
Yes, Mr. Armitage.
The champagne we had yesterday.
Oh, yes.
Could we get another bottle?
Certainly.
Thank you very much.
The first time that I got this feeling that RJ could have been, well, could have killed Carlo was the day after Carlo died. I was in shock, and I wanted to go over to his suite. I wanted to touch his clothes, sit in his chair, lie on his sofa. When I got there, RJ was there. He said he was there because he had business he was working on of his own. I'm quite sure that he was there to take over Carlo's business affairs. I had been sure that he was stealing from Carlo ever since Carlo was ill and felt that he was going to die. So now, with Carlo really dead, I think that RJ was trying to get his hands on everything that he could before it went to probate or was willed to someone else.
So you're saying?
I'm saying that if the police will just follow this money trail, they will find RJ at the end of it. I am positive that RJ stole the power of attorney from Cassie and Kevin. As a matter of fact, if you would help me, I'm sure I could prove it.
Really? How's that?
I'm sure that RJ keeps all of his things, all of his kind of evidence in a safe, and he has a safe at Club Indigo. I just happen to know the combination to that safe.
Well, that's a nice bit of information. How'd you get a hold of that?
Don't ask. So, we have to find a way to get into Club Indigo without RJ becoming suspicious.
I'm sorry, I know I'm not from this country or anything, but it's still breaking and entering, and that's against the law, is it not?
Well, yes. But it's making me crazy that RJ's getting away with murder. And we have to find some way to help poor Antonio Vega.
Your Honor, the district attorney is deliberately and unconscionably trying to bait the witness.
I'm conducting a cross-examination.
Sit down. All of you.
The jury will please disregard this last exchange.
The court will take a 5-minute recess to allow the principals to regain their composure. Mr. Vega, you may step down during the break.
All rise.
Hey. Tough day, huh?
Please.
So, how do you think Antonio's doing?
I'm sure you can infer that, Kevin.
Well, you sounded pretty convincing in there, but are you ready to admit you were wrong about me?
Maybe, maybe not.
Now, you wouldn't be pulling out all the stops if you weren't sure you had Vega dead to rights.
Well, we do have a compelling case.
Well, why don't you come by the club tonight?
Look, RJ, I don't know if I'm going to be in the mood for that.
Hank, there is light outside these hallowed halls. Besides, the Twilight Trio's playing.
Look, I tell you what, let's just see how the day goes, okay? Thanks.
I need to talk to you, Hank.
Now's not the time, Carlotta.
Then make it the time.
Don't
Move. Slowly put the donut down.
And no one gets hurt.
You have the right to fluffy nougat and milk chocolate with less fat.
Thanks, this is really good, but you got a license for that sword?
Big on chocolate, not on fat.
I'm a runner. I'm a writer. I'm a mother. I'm a 12-year-old. I'm a lover, a cook, and a wannabe computer nerd. I'm not as young as I used to be. I am as young as I'd like to be.
V8 isn't just juice. It's a full serving of the vegetables you need to keep you running on all 8 cylinders.
How many cylinders are you running on?
The pregnancy test said we were pregnant, was ecstatic, ran in, told my husband. Later we come to find out that we weren't pregnant.
When a home pregnancy test fails, the reason can be simple human error.
And I was devastated.
EPT is designed to help eliminate human error, and now it's easier to use than ever. Only EPT has an absorbent tip this wide, along with a new sealed splash guard.
You're thinking, oh, this is going to be the month I'm pregnant. And I wasn't.
New EPT. So accurate, we call it the error-proof test.
The news in baby skincare isn't about a lotion or a powder. It's about a diaper. Introducing Pampers Baby Dry. With a special Baby Dry layer so absorbent, it's designed to keep wetness away. So Pampers helps keep skin drier than before. Hospitals know about dry skin and skin health, and 81% of them use Pampers. Make them happy. Keep them dry. New Pampers Baby Dry.
I'll do anything to prevent my heartburn. But take Pepsid AC an hour before I eat, like they say? Tagamet HB200's label says it prevents in half the time.
New Tagamet HB200. More acid blockers help block acid faster.
Good. Okay, what color is the grass? Green. Good. What color is my sweater? Blue. What color are my teeth?
Beige. Off-white. Speckle. Mother of pearl.
No matter how great your smile is, don't you wish it could be whiter? Now it can. Introducing new Colgate Whitening with baking soda and peroxide. It has a special ingredient for healthy teeth that are whiter.
Let's try this again.
For whiter teeth, new Colgate Whitening toothpaste.
Ellen's been on Wednesdays at 9:30 for what's it been, a couple of months now? Well, I'm thinking it's time for another change. You know, a lot of shows like to find a time slot and pretty much stick to it. Not me. I like to be unpredictable. So I'm going to move my show to Tuesday at 8:30 for 6 weeks. And then I'm going to change back to Wednesday at 9:30. After that, who knows?
Hey, Ellen's moving to ABC tonight at 8:30, 7:30 Central.
Like I said, unpredictable.
Something came up. It's nothing solid yet, but I got to get back to it. I just wanted to tell you, hang in, honey, okay? Hang in. All right, excuse me. Andy, I can use your help. Come with me, okay?
Sure. Yeah,
What was that about?
Bo's just telling me that he's going to make sure he follows up on every lead. Still.
You call this opposing the law? Trying to turn my son into a villain before the eyes of his own community while you withhold evidence that points to your own family? Oh, I guess you would rather just prosecute a man who risked his life time and time again working for you and for your system of justice rather than take the risk of exposing your own brother's crimes. What kind of justice is this, Mr. Gannon?
I have devoted my entire life to justice. My brother has nothing to do with this. So
Is that why you try to make points with the jury, trying to provoke an innocent man to lose his temper? Oh, and how could you dare? How could you dare to bring his relationship with Andy into this? What justice is served by turning his love for her into something sordid and evil? What gives you the right to go into their bed?
Look, I know that your son has already been...
Yes, but he still works for you, trying to bring criminals into justice. Look, I know my son is innocent, and I believe that you know that too. And I tell you here and now, if you succeed with this charade and put Tonio back in jail for this crime that he did not commit, let it be on your soul forever.
I am sorry if you and your family are suffering, but I do have a job to do.
Court's about to resume.
Hey, feeling any better?
I didn't come all the way from New York to lose this case.
I know, but it ain't over till it's over, right?
Yeah.
Hey, look, if you need to vent about anything, I'm available. After the trial, of course.
Are you asking me on a date?
Well, if I was, would you be saying yes?
Why not?
Come on. Got work to do.
All rise. Court is back in session. Judge Carlovati presiding.
Be seated. Mr. Vega, will you please return to the stand? I trust everyone's had time to recover their professional demeanor. Mr. Gannon, excuse me, do you have any further questions for this witness?
Yes, Your Honor, I just have a few more questions.
Oh, please go on with them. This jury has been patient, and I do want this case to go to them tomorrow.
Mr. Van Hinkle.
Mr. Commissioner.
I understand that you have some information that could be of considerable help to us. If you do help us out, I'll make sure that your cooperation is noted in your record. Benny, do you remember the name Arturo Irizarry?
Sure. It was one of the names on the false passports I did for Mr. Hesser.
Mm-hmm. Did you come up with those names?
No. I do, sometimes. If someone needs help, I can supply names complete with birth records and Social Security. But Mr. Hesser gave me a list of names for his passports.
Ah. Do you remember any of these other names?
I know I did Anthony Wilkinson and Edwin Klein.
Is that K-L-E-I-N?
Yeah.
Do you remember any others?
No. But I'd gladly falsify some for you if it would help me get out of here sooner.
No, 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 I don't think that'll be necessary, but thank you. You have been a great help.
Anything else I can do for you? I must admit, I want to get out of here big time, as they say.
Yeah, I understand that. We'll let you know. Okay? Benny? See you in a bit. Well, there you have it. There was no real Arturo Irizarry. That was just an alias that Carlo used to buy a boat, and it was also on one of his fake passports.
Oh, he must have been fond of the name.
Yeah, you know what? I'll bet you that whoever killed Carlo was very fond of the name, too, because now they have a passport with that name on it. Hey, Linda?
Yeah.
Listen, I want you to get with Benny as soon as he turns over Van Hinkle to the uniforms from the county, all right? The two of you get together on this. I want you to check every airline at every international airport on the East Coast. See if anybody has a record of an Irizarry or either one of these two names catching a flight out of the country on the night of the murder.
Yeah, or the following days after that, too.
Pay close attention to the flights to South America, but don't overlook anything else, okay?
Got it.
All right, thank you. If we find whoever has Carlo's passport, we've hit pay dirt.
To Buchanan Enterprises. We certainly recovered well from that hit your stock took.
Of course we did.
You know, weren't you telling me that Asa always has a backup plan for disaster? Oh, you can tell Ian. He's not an industrial spy.
Yeah, well, like this latest deal with Max Holden, for example.
Is this his first venture into radio?
Diversification in general. I mean, if you put all your oil in one barrel.
So you're very close with your grandfather?
Sure, he likes me. Yeah, I think he knows we're both rebels.
Ah. Now, is that the appeal of Holden? Because it would appear that they're very unlikely associates to the untrained eye.
And they hate each other. Well, they used to, anyway.
But, of course, they've put all this animosity behind them.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But for now, Ace is just letting Max play with this radio station.
I sure can't see Max liking that for too long.
Really? Why not?
Oh, Max is restless. I can't imagine him sticking with it, being a lesser partner than Asa.
How do you know that?
Intuition.
And, what does your intuition tell you about me?
No, I couldn't say.
No, please. Go ahead.
You're on a quest.
Really? For what?
Well, for something that you obviously haven't found yet.
Ah, I see. And what makes you say that?
I have looked into the eyes of temptation, and his name is Tony.
Brave adults confront their uncontrollable desire for Kellogg's Frosted Flakes.
I'm just looking for someone who understands my needs. Love, acceptance, frosting.
One bite of that sweet crunch will prove that nothing can't be overcome with a spoon.
My hands shake. I start to sweat. What do they seal those bags with anyway?
Frosted Flakes have the taste adults have grown to love. They're great.
It's everything you expect in a Disney classic. Disney's 34th animated masterpiece, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Now you and your family can share the magic, the music, and the adventure
Come with me.
of one of the best films of the year.
You're a surprising person, Quasimodo.
Bring home this great classic. Look for it now in the Disney section of your store. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Available from Disney only for a limited time.
It looks very different. Bent. I'd say unique.
But we love it, don't we? It's Johnson's Health Flow.
Nursing is best, but Johnson's Health Flow is next best.
The nipple doesn't fill with air, so my baby doesn't fill with air. It's designed to make sure I feed her semi-upright, like her doctor recommends.
We don't like feet lying down, do we?
It's from Johnson & Johnson, and there's nothing else like it.
Johnson's Health Flow, the better way to bottle feed.
See that? That's not gas, that's a smile.
It's the softest bath tissue you'll touch. It's Kleenex Cottonelle Ultra Soft. With 24% more cottony soft fibers than the leading premium brand. So much more. It makes a difference you can see for a softness you can feel. Pamper yourself and your family like never before with luxurious Kleenex Cottonelle Ultra Soft. Feel what the softest feels like.
Soon, you may have something better to wake up to.
You're a winner in the Publishers Clearinghouse Sweepstakes.
Because starting March 26th, the Prize Patrol will wake up a new winner every morning for a month. That's 30 winners in 30 days.
You're kidding.
With prizes up to $100,000.
Standing in my bathrobe.
Enter today and you could wake up a winner.
Good morning.
I know that everybody's talking about wrinkles, but when I look in a mirror, I see gravity kicking in.
Night of Olay.
I cannot fight the force of nature all by myself.
Not just a wrinkle cream, Night of Olay infuses skin with replenishing moisture, firming as you sleep for more toned, resilient skin overnight.
The most important thing I can do for my face, and I get to sleep right through it.
Firmer skin overnight for a lifetime of beautiful skin. Night of Olay.
General Hospital's getting hotter. Danger ignites.
There's no way out anywhere. Anything's gonna happen to us.
We'll close our eyes, fall asleep, and never wake up. Passions explode.
I've almost gotten lost in you so many times.
You're part of me, Brenda. But I love you. General Hospital, ABC Daytime.
How well do you know your own children? What are the chances they'll do drugs? We'll tell you the warning signs, so you'll know.
Straight talk on drugs.
On Good Morning America.
I didn't mean to offend you.
Oh, no, not at all, not at all. I am looking for something more, but aren't we all? Well, this has been quite a lovely visit. I don't know very many people here, and it was a pleasure to see you again.
Well, I felt the same way when I came to town. But trust me, this place is fun. I mean, for a small town, there's plenty to do.
Yes, I'm starting to agree with you. If only I could find a squash partner, and then life would be fine.
Well, gee, I'm just learning the game. I mean, if you could put up with an inexperienced player, I can put up with being trounced by you every game.
An easy mark. Excellent. Right, I shall check the country club schedule and be in touch.
Okay.
Miss Mellador, your charm and your intuition take my breath away.
Thank you.
You're a very lucky man, sir.
Thank you. I think so, too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I couldn't have done it without you now. Just one more detail.
Anything?
Can you teach me how to play squash?
I found Maggie Carpenter.
Excellent. Well,
She's at a ski resort, the Mountain Sunset Inn.
you're good. We could rather go for a downhill run on the slopes.
Oh, we just have to think of something. Do you like jazz?
I beg your pardon, what?
Jazz. Well, there's only one place in town where we could go hear some jazz tonight, and that would be RJ's place.
I love jazz, I do. Yes, it'd be fun to go, sure.
Great. I'll go freshen up a bit, and we'll go.
Buchanan?
Hey, it's Patrick. She says she's sure that RJ killed Carlo.
I need proof. You got any?
We're gonna try and find you some. We're going dancing. Club Indigo.
Patrick, I'm sure I don't want to know anything about any of your plans until you find something, okay? Hurry up.
So, Patrick doesn't know anything, does he?
He's working on Alex. Nothing solid yet. Hey.
Sorry, but we don't have anything yet. Oh, no, Irizarry left the country the night of the 21st or the 22nd. But Benny and I will stay on it as long as we have to.
All right. Thank you.
God, I'm going crazy here.
Not on company time, man. Did you do that?
We're so close, and yet we have nothing, and we're running out of time.
All right. Stay with me, okay? Somebody other than RJ has to have been the person driving that speedboat. It couldn't be RJ. They saw him in the ballroom later.
All right, I give up. Who was on the boat?
Mr. Vega, I just have a few more questions. When you left Detective Harrison in the hospital emergency room where Carlo Hesser put her, were you angry?
Yes.
And you did, in fact, feel like you wanted to punish Mr. Hesser for his vicious attack on Detective Harrison.
I wanted to teach him a lesson, not kill him.
I see. But anger, Mr. Vega, does have a way of escalating now, doesn't it?
Well, apparently it did for Carlo because he pulled a gun on me.
Now, let me ask you about that again. Do you know what happened to that gun?
No, I don't.
I see, Mr. Vega, but your palm print was on the gun that ballistics identified as the murder weapon.
That's what I understand.
Mr. Vega, this person who fired the shot behind you, are you positive that you could not identify them?
I'm positive I can't.
Mr. Vega, are you positive that that person existed at all?
I'm positive.
If you say so. Then, Mr. Vega, are you aware that in spite of all of the evidence that points to you as the killer, the Lambview Police Department has put in hundreds of man-hours trying to find one little crack in their own case. And yet, they haven't found any. Now, why do you think that is? Is it because that you did, in fact, commit this murder?
Objection, Your Honor. Compound questions, irrelevant, argumentative, and a half dozen other things.
Sustained, Mrs. Buchanan.
I have no further questions, Your Honor.
Redirect, Mrs. Buchanan.
I don't need to, thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Vega, you may step down. Does the defense rest?
Not at this time. Your Honor, a new witness has come to light.
Well, wait a minute. Prosecution wasn't informed of an additional witness.
Counsel, approach.
Mr. Gannon, it's late in the day and the jury is tired. Mrs. Buchanan, you will have this witness here in court first thing tomorrow morning. At that time, I will determine whether or not their testimony will be admitted. If not, we go directly to summations. Step back, please.
This court stands in recess until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning.
All rise. Hey, you did fine, Antonio.
Look, I shouldn't have lost it like that.
Bo's got a lead on a new witness, so...
Someone who can put an end to this in San Antonio Frio.
It better be more than a lead.
Whose side are you on anyway? Chris, relax. Okay, Dale's right. All right, we're gonna need, I don't know, what do we got, 15 hours? We got 15 hours to give this jury something new. I'm going to prison for the rest of my life.
I'm 62. Can I still help prevent osteoporosis?
I'm over 40. Can calcium help me?
It's never too late to help prevent osteoporosis with Caltrate. Caltrate Plus is uniquely formulated with 20% more calcium than any leading brand, plus 6 added nutrients essential for healthy bones. So whatever your age,
It's never too late for Caltrate.
now all the benefits of Caltrate Plus in 2 great-tasting, chewable flavors.
On shampoo days, it was a jungle in here. A jungle of hair. But no more. Now there's new Johnson's Kids No More Tangle shampoo. Our triple action formula tames the wildest tangles in the wash to make combing faster and easier than the leading kids shampoos. New Johnson's Kids No More Tangle shampoo. Tangles are all washed up. Tame tangles between shampoos with Johnson's Kids No More Tangle spray.
Every now and then, I make my fettuccine alfredo from scratch. I go shopping for all the best ingredients. I blend the cheeses and seasonings just right. So my fettuccine alfredo has a sauce that tastes, pretty much like Lipton.
Lipton noodles and sauce. Hey, great cooks think alike.
Life is complicated. Makeup shouldn't be.
Life's complex enough. Thank you, world. Easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Simple. Don't wear makeup that looks like makeup, and don't let it take more than 5 minutes. That's CoverGirl. You're fresh, you're new, and you're out of there.
A fresh idea, fresh face to the world. Easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl.
All right, let's top it off here.
The coffee perking in this pot is America's coffee.
As long as fathers dance with daughters. As long as there are welcome mats and childhood sweets.